Alright, people, we're gonna go ahead and get started back up here today. The episode 6. Duke is up 60-51, but North Carolina, I really like their roster this year. The Duke one was good too, but I think I have to figure some stuff out with them. So we'll see what happens there. Let's go ahead. Let's get rolling. Let me make sure. Let me pull up my chat on my phone. All right. Let's take a look at the Duke roster first. This is a really good roster. Like, it's really good. So if you remember Benson out of Oakland, California, he was a 6'7" freshman point guard. Now he's 6'8" shooting guard. Just kind of what we need him to run this year, but he's going to be our primary threat. I need 84 consistency, that great three-point shooting. Need him to take and make the three. So honestly, yeah, let's turn that up a little more. Like, I need this guy to dominate. I need him to be the guy. Right, then the rest of the roster, we're pretty deep. So Ramos is going to be the 3 for us, Bird at the point, backup guard on the bench here. Hannon, who's an 88, in our 4-man step. He doesn't have a lot of game experience. Now, what I was wanting to do was put Benson at the 4, but we got this freshman here who's an 87 overall. It's kind of crazy. He was the number 1 recruit last year, if you guys will remember. And he's going to start at the 4 for us. Really good shot in traffic, shot off the dribble, consistency is good as well. Honestly, I don't think I got him doing enough. I think he needs to do some more. Actually, I might not have adjusted these shot distributions at all. So let's go and let's do that. Let's go and let's do that. Bird. I think this might be his first year starting. He was on the bench, so we don't really have a whole lot. Not a whole lot of game experience here. Not a whole lot at all. And we're going to put it there. So our guy off the bench, yeah, let him shoot some threes. 3-and-D guy off the bench. That's all I really need out of you, Georgie. This guy, he was a freshman last year. Really good around the rim. Pause. He can shoot the midi some too. Can shoot the midi some. So let's turn that up a little bit. Not too much. Not too much. Let's do turn it up a little bit. See, now this is another guy I wanted to maybe put at the 4. It's a freshman last year from Canada, but if I move him to the 4, he won't start over that freshman. So, it is what it is. But another excellent player here. He didn't play a lot last year. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take that 3-point down. He cannot shoot threes. Why is this 3-pointer so high on that? Nah. If anything, shoot the midi, son. You can't shoot threes. You're not that good. Need to be efficient. Right. Then here's that freshman here. And he is a bit of a stretch for because he can shoot. Like, he can shoot. He's got good consistency. So, I do kind of want him to, even though he's not going to have a lot of game experience, I kind of do want him to be an option for the offense. want them to use him on the offense. Just turn it down to 60. Not too much. We got another freshman here. This is crazy. I got 287 overall freshmen to start. Look at his three-pointer. It's crazy. I just want him shooting threes coming off the bench. And I think here's our other big coming off the bench. He's doing about what we need him to do. Other freshman, I think we had one more, yeah, right here. So I think he was an All-American. He was. He's going to see the bench. Nothing but the bench this year. He's going to redshirt. But maybe he'll be a good player for us one day. Let's look at these rotations. All right, I did do the rotation. So this is what I wanted it to look like. Benson's going to have to be Mr. Cardio. He's just going to have to play a lot. That might be a little bit too much. Let's drop it to 35. We got one more point. Who do I want to get it to? Benson can take that one. Nah. Give it a Bird. Actually, let's do it like that. There we go. Take a look at the recruits for Duke. Do like how the recruiting shaped out. So we're going to get the number one player again, and he looks like a pretty good player, at least just based off what we know. A+ defense and athleticism is crazy. Just off that, he's going to be a good player. Number 3 player here as well. Looks like we'll end up landing him. Let's go back to number 1. Oh yeah, he didn't play in the ABL. This guy did pretty good in the ABL. 15, 6 and 6, 34 from 3. Did pretty good. Don't like that high amount of turnovers. His passing handle isn't quite where I want it to be, but I do like his consistency, and he can score. Given his size, Pauls, I think he's going to be a combo guard for us. And I was contemplating if I want to take 3-point guards, because we're not going to have but one on the roster next year. Contemplating, do I want to take 3-point guards, or do I want to get this wing and 2 points? I think I'm going to do the wing and 2 points, but let's look at this guy. His consistency is really, really high, and his shot off dribble is really, really high. So that's the reason why I was considering the 3 guards, and we're pretty much like we're going to land them if we go for them. So I think I'm going to recruit all of these guys. My first 2 choices are going to be these top 2 guys, but things don't work out with one of the top 2 guys, I'll move to this point guard. Then there's also a chance I don't land this wing. But this wing, he did pretty good. 11 and 9, 5 assists, 2.3 turnovers. Didn't shoot the ball particularly well, but I do like his game. I think he'll end up being 6'10", 6'11" by his senior year, and we could have him, depending on how good he is, he might be a stretch 5. So that's the real reason I want to get this guy. But we'll see what all of the guys look like when the time comes. Let's move to Carolina here. They have a great roster, really great roster. So they have Burleson and Bruce here. These are going to be our top 2 guys. Bruce, he was playing the 2 for us, but he's going to have to move to the 1 because Bruce isn't as good a passer. So I moved him to the 1. Bruce is going to now be our primary scorer, pretty good shooter. But we got 2 really good scoring guards here. So they're going to do a lot of scoring for us. Groove and Watt here. I'm going to start Watt just because he's got more game experience at the 3, but they're kind of interchangeable guys for us. But both guys who can shoot, they're going to be pretty good for the team. Chapman here, he started last year, had a couple good games. His career highs there. Averaged 11 and 6. And he's a pretty versatile scorer for his position. But I had to move him. I moved him to the 5, but I'm trying to think, do I want to move him to the 4 and have this guy be the 5? Nah, I'm going to keep this guy here. this guy's going to be, excuse me, this guy's going to be the guy that makes the team go. Um, because it's kind of rare you get a guy with a consistency rating this high. So I want to run all my offense through that guy. Like, I want to run it all through him. I want him to shoot all the shots he can shoot because he's going to make them. Actually, let's just confirm these. Let's do middies a little more and up to 3. Let's drive a little bit more. And we're going to do that because like that 88 consistency, that's so rare. I have to take advantage of it. But we do got some good scores on the bench here. Look at the freshmen they brung in. And this was a really good win. Number 29 player overall, but he's an 81 overall to start. We needed another big, and you can just look at it here. He's going to be a good player for us. He'll probably stay 4 years too. We have one more here. Point guard out of Greenville, North Carolina, my hometown. And he's going to redshirt. But I really like this North Carolina roster. Let's see what the rotation looks like. I tell you what. Strap some minutes off Clinton. It's because I want, what's his name, Ngitsu, play some more minutes. I want him to play some more minutes. Actually, Watt can play maybe 27. We give Groove some more minutes. Yeah. All right, so I think that's a really good rotation for North Carolina. I think they're going to be really, really, really good because this is a really complete roster, and the style that they're running is just built to run that style. So it's my first time really trying to do a run and gun Carolina style team and like build a program like that. But I think it's going to go really good. We didn't look at Duke's what they're going to be running, but I got us running the flex. Because of old boy over there, my shooting guard. And flex, it kind of uses like 2 guard handoff, so that's what we're going to go with. And we're going to play fast. We are going to play fast. Duke has no choice but to play fast. Let's bring this down and try to run the score up on teams. Running at 2-1-2 because it's like a 4-round one, and that's just kind of what our team is built to do. Didn't go over Carolina as a recruit, so let's do that and then see if there's anybody in the ABL we want to consider scouting. But Carolina, this is the year. This is the year that they finally get some good recruits. So we got 5 scholarships here, and we're definitely going to get this guy. We're up on him. We'll get him. We got another point guard here from North Carolina up on him. We'll probably get him. Not gloss over these guys. So this is the number 2 overall player, which is crazy because we haven't had a player that high yet for Carolina. B+ consistency. It's amazing for him to be a freshman. Then this other point guard here, he's pretty much a lock. Charlotte's not getting that, so I don't have to recruit him too heavy. Really like that 48% from 3. And his ratings from what we've scouted indicated B+, 3-point, A- shot off dribble. Then we got these 2 guys here. Carolina, I am getting both these point guards because I think we need guards. Because we got 2 guys. They'll be phasing out. We got 2 guys leaving, and there might be an extra guy leaving, just depending. So we want to bring some guards in. But this guy, he's a pretty good player. He's solid, shot the ball well, really good consistency. And then this wing here out of Charlotte, North Carolina. So North Carolina, the state, is producing some good players for the Tar Heels here. And he had a really good year, 17 points per game, 10 rebounds, 50% from 3 and 52 from the field. Now, I don't think what we scouted, he's that good, but he will be a very, very good 4-year player. Now, the last guy we really need to get, so he would be our 5th big on the roster next year, but I think this guy's going to be ridiculously good. His offense, inside scoring, isn't quite where it needs to be, but look at this, an A- consistency. I need to land this guy. I need to land him. So right now we're in the lead. I'll definitely have to switch my positions around in order to keep him happy and sign him. I really want to get that guy. Really want to get him. One thing to notice here, we finally beat Duke for a recruit here, and it's funny because he was in Durham. Now let's take a look and see any seniors that we may want to add. So first of all, scouting. Is there anybody? Now this guy right here, he's going to be my backup for North Carolina. He's a really good player. But I only have 5 scholarships. It's crazy. But he'll be my backup if I don't sign one of those guys. So I'll kind of recruit him on the low, but he's pretty much a guaranteed commit out of Concord, North Carolina. That's right by Charlotte. So let's see. Is there anybody here that makes me think, wow, this might be a good guy for us again? If there's one right here, point guard out of Greenville, North Carolina. We pretty much scouted him. He's got really good three-point shooting, but I don't see anything else. What do he shoot from 3? 35. I don't really see it. I mean, that's a lot of points, but they might be empty calories. They might. Now, this guy, though, he shot 52% from 3 and 46 from the field. So, definitely gonna look at him. Oh wow, 18 and hey, this is really good. This might be a low key really good player here. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take a look at him as well. Definitely gonna take a look at that guy. Alright, let's look at these guys. Did anybody shoot the ball absurdly? Just that guy. Alright. I think I'm good on every. Oh, wait a minute. There's a guy here. Georgia Tech's gonna take him, though. He's really good, though. Well, he's pretty good. It's not say really good. He's pretty good. Let's see. Oh, wow. That's pretty good. He's a net negative on offense, though. That other guy, he shot well, so he should be good. Rebounding wise, maybe this guy. Nah, I think I'm good on him. Yeah, let's see who passed the ball well. See, we can pass and shoot. You'd be of value, but I think we're good. Couple of defensive stalwarts. Ooh. 3 steals a game and 41% from 3. Who is this? Alright. That's good. Write his name down and yeah, just writing guys down in case we don't hit our targets. We'll have guys that we can get for backups. Wow, 46% from free throw line. That's crazy though. Like that is insane. We got another guy here, 6'7", small forward. 47% from 3. Wow. Hold on. This is really good. Shoot. Duke might be taking him instead of that other wing. I don't know, because I kind of wanted him for the size, Paul. So I'm going to write this guy's name down, though. This might be a rare get here. Number 57 overall, 10 at his position, 6'7". He'll probably end up 6'9". 48% from three, 45 from the field. Average 17, 9, 4, 3.3 steals, 3.3. Yeah, that's a good player, man. That is a good player. And let's see if we got anything off the blocks. I don't think anything obtainable. Maybe this guy. I'm gonna write him down. This guy's throwing me for a loop though, cause like, how do you average these good of stats, but he's a 2-star? That might be a diamond in the rough. Let's write him down. And after, I think I'm gonna just scout him just to see if he's a diamond in the rough, even if I don't end up, getting him. Then there was another guy here. I was like, wow. Yeah, right here. We're gonna go for him as well. It's just so we have backups. We got a lot of scholarships to give out. We got like 8 to give out. And that guy took a lot of shots. That shot, man. I don't know. He'll be a good player. I do want to see where he commits to. I'll write his name down. I'll write his name. I already got him written down. And him too. Alright, so I think I pretty much hit everybody that needs to be hit. For the most part. Yeah. Yeah, everybody that needs to be hit. I think I got them down. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get this season rolling here. All right, so Carolina starts preseason number 2. Duke is number 4. Invite you. Then these 2 point guards, they're pretty much guaranteed commits. But invite you. Then you guys. It's because we got that other guy that I kind of want to scout. Trying to think, what position was he? I think it was a small forward. It was a 4-star for sure. Yeah, right here. Want to recruit him as well. Recruit him too. Alright. Now on to the Dukies. And again, here we're just going to recruit everybody. See what we get. You're definitely going to need the home visit or the campus visit. Yeah, you're the most secure recruit, so that'll work. Let's see. Let's start scouting that 2-star center. What's this guy's name? He averaged a lot of points. Yes, right here. I just want to see what he is. He's got good consistency. That might be a diamond in the rough. It would be crazy if this game, the recruit generation, had an algorithm that would allow for such a thing. That'd be pretty crazy. 2-star center like that, which he is like number 40 center. And if you go with the guards, you can find value in the guards like really late like that. So it makes sense. I think I'm going to give the scholarship to all the point guards, but my plan is to still sign that wing. Still my plan. Do we got any points? Oh, we might can scout that guy. Cool. Can actually... Nah, we can't. Alright, let's see what the Tar Heels got going on. So they will most definitely sign this guy. We dropped all the way to 4 on this guy. We're probably back at 1. We're at 2. Villanova, you're not getting this kid, man. You're not. They might, though. I have to be prepared for that. They might get him. Alright, so we got everything done we need to do. How many points they got left? Not a lot. Alright, so I think Duke has a game. They do. Kennesaw State. Let's see what Duke does against Kennesaw State. And almost a 20-point win. Wow, down at home against Kennesaw State in the first half. It's crazy. But Benson went crazy. 27 points, 7 assists, 3 steals. Alright, so that's about what we expected out of the boy. See what Carolina can do here. Real quick, I don't think I looked at our game experience, so let's do that. Carolina has a coach on the floor and a pretty decent amount of game experience. So chemistry is going to be good, but Duke, I don't think theirs is good. It's not. So our front court is weak. Ramos has played a lot of games. Bird and Benson have played some. So we'll have to see what happens there. So let's we gotta recruit. I'm about to mess up already. We gotta recruit. Hopefully Villanova just doesn't have a scholarship. That would be optimal. Let's see. So we're at number 1 here. Man, I need to get this guy A+ potential, A- consistency. He might be a day 1 starter on a good team. That's crazy. Let's see what Duke's got going on here. Whole lot of winning, to be honest. Alright, let's see if we can recruit this guy now. Yes, we can scout him. Alright, let's see what his game looks like. Let's actually simulate this Cornell game just so we don't simulate any more games than we need to before we recruit next week. Of course, Duke had a guy with a broken hand. It's going to throw off our rotation. Another 20-point win for Duke. Benson 20 points, 17 and 8 for Bird. Both rebounded the ball pretty good as well. Alright, what's his name went out. Figure out what we're going to do here. Okay, so they pretty much just reallocated those minutes. Hey man, I know he gonna be hot like coach. You really put me on the court for 1 minute? Like just one? Yes, son, that's true. That's what it is. Carolina 2-0, win again. Ooh, hey, that was a fun game. So they blanked Morehouse. What's that? Morehead State. 550. All right. Then what's this? 16-point win against St. Louis. And guess who had 30, 14 and 10 for Burlington, 24 for Bruce. Grew 15 off the bench. See where we stand with these recruits. Oh yes, Villanova's not gonna offer, man. That's sweet. That is sweet. Villanova's probably not gonna. Oh yeah. Okay. We haven't advanced to the next week yet. So Villanova might offer, because this is the week by which normally everybody's offered. They've not offered. So I think we're going to be in the clear. I think we're going to get the guys we want. And this is going to be a really special recruiting class for this Carolina sim, just because they haven't really gotten anybody that great yet. That's going to be really good. Let's see. Duke. Let's go Duke. Let's see where you're at here. I think I'm really going to sign all these guys. I'm going to have to make a decision on which point guard I want. And that's what it really comes down to. So I know I want this guy up here, the number one guy. I mean, there's really not nothing he can't do. So I definitely want him to be consistency. But it's, do I want this point guard or this point guard? I'm kind of leaning him for fit because he more so fits profile, looks like of a combo guard. The other guy, man, he just looks so good. Pause. Ain't mean it like that. That's really good consistency. See if I go grade for grade, +1 advantage for Higgins up to defense. Then that gets neutralized at rebounding. Okay, his potential is what's going to make him the guy. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm going to have to see where this guy goes and follow his career. Because I don't think I'm going to take this guy. Really don't. Yeah, I'm not. Let's go ahead and give scholarship to our other boy here. I want to see where I want to see what he does at Oregon in his time there. But that's going to free up a target spot for us. Let's see. 6 targets junior year. 4 scholarships. Are we going to get these guys here? I think we are. We might want to add one though. Is there a guy worth adding here? I'm not quite sure. I don't think so. Alright, let's look at sophomores then. I think we're good on sophomores. Yeah, I think we're more than good. Let's see though. What this guy average? Not that good. What about this guy? Let's scout him. I think I'm good. Where do I rank on him? Between those guys, I think I'm good. Oh no, I might want to get rid of this guy here. What did he average? Nah, 17. I gotta keep that. That's crazy. I kind of want to add that point guard. I think I'm gonna have to end up adding him after somebody else commits, because I'm not waiting to add him. Freshman, that we need to add some freshmen. We do. All right. We're Duke, so we're just gonna again just recruit the top guys. I think he's the guy. All right. So Let's see what happens going into the next week. Carolina and Duke. Carolina will advance. We got Villanova here, and we're in a there's a recruit that wanted to go with us or Villanova, and Villanova didn't offer him. It should have been a recruiting battle, and we beat them boys pretty soundly. As we've been doing everybody else, like I said, I thought this team would be really good, and right now they are. They are really good. And Getsu 29-11 career game for him. That's how we're doing with our recruits. Still first on everybody, so that's a plus. And I think we're just going to get everybody to commit out the gate. That's going to be pretty cool. We can reallocate some of those target list spots. Duke undefeated, okay. 30-point win here. Benson, another 20-plus point game. He's playing really well. And big win over Princeton. Yeah, Benson's playing his butt off, man. How long is that one guy injured for? 18 days. We need the depth pause. You know what? I gotta relax. That probably won't even pausable. I'm gonna have to change some of the point guards off the roster because this number one guy, he might not sign. And I need him to go ahead and sign. I don't want that recruitment to drag out. The Duke's got Memphis. Carolina's got USC. USC's a good team. Memphis not as good. Oh, Duke's 99 overall. What was Carolina? I believe they're 100. Yeah. So these are some good teams, man. Those some good teams. See what happens here. See if Duke can beat Memphis. Duke's playing pretty good to be an inexperienced team. They get a win and another win. That win against Colorado State there was a lot closer than I would have liked. So Duke moves up to 3. Carolina may have moved up to 1. 1 point win there. Benson, I don't think he's had he's got to be averaging 22 points. He's doing really good. Both our bigs with 12 rebounds there. What's my guy? Ramos, 18, 6, and 6. That's a good game. It's a good game for the lad. Ramos had 24 there. Let's see what these guys are averaging. Yeah, he's averaging 22. That's good. It's real good. He's averaging 22 and 4. He might be a player of the year guy. That's the Duke's recruiting. Carolina lost the game, but they are number 1. That's crazy. So Duke still in the catbird seat for all of their guys. Carolina, they lost to USC by 2 points. Okay, I don't see how they move up, but they did it. They did it. Oh wow, 31, 8, and 6 there. He's averaging 20. So we're gonna have a little battle here between our guys for ACC Player of the Year. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Again, I think Carolina's gonna sign all of these guys. I don't think I have to do too much. I don't have to change any positions for Carolina to sign these guys. They've been in the lead, so Carolina can just go. Duke, I do think I'm going to have to change for the point guard so that both of those guys go ahead and sign. So let's go ahead and simulate forward. Past Duke's game here against Georgia. Let's see what we're going to do. Ooh, annihilated Iowa. Just to see what we're going to do in terms of editing our roster, changing positions so Duke can sign these guys. Carolina's playing really good, man. Playing really good. Duke's still undefeated. They're playing good as well. 36 points. Is that a career high? It is. 36 points for Benson. Wow, he's averaging 24. 24 points for a guard is a lot in this game. All right, so we'll edit our point guards here. And we just just have one more point guard here. I think that should pretty much put those guys set to where they'll sign. Yep, they're gonna sign. So really good. Oh wait. I'm supposed to be scouting that center. I forgot all about him that fast. It's crazy. Do better, Josh. Teams are really recruiting him as well. Guess I waited too long. What's his I mean, he ain't a bad player. Like, if you're gonna get a 2-star guy, this is the guy to get. If you're gonna go 2-star, he's the guy to get. Duke has a game against Ohio State here. They're a decent team. Carolina probably won't get tested again until Georgetown. Then they got a big game against Oklahoma before starting ACC play. Probably simulate the Temple game before we really look at stuff. Duke's got Kansas. Yeah, Duke's got Kansas in the tournament. They got Dayton as well. Dayton's aight. They aight. Let's see, who did Duke get? They got the guys they wanted. Can remove them from the target list. Do want to go ahead and add a bunch of freshmen for Duke. Do want to add that one sophomore as well. Yeah, right here. We can add 2 freshmen. I think I want to add a guy with some positional size. Then one of these 2 guys here. Let's see. I pretty much got this guy already scouted. I'm going to take this guy just because he shot better from 3. Appears to be... Oh, that'd be minus consistency. Yup, there we go. That's it. Alright, so Duke has what they need. Let me see if I can scout that guy, though. I just want to see what he would be. Final scouting report on him. I think Carolina, they signed all of their guys too. Pretty sure they did. They did. So you start redistributing some target list spots here. Good on juniors, good on sophomores. So we can really just do some freshmen. We don't really have to do too many. Let's just make sure there's not anybody we're missing here for Carolina we can add to these target lists. What these guys shoot from 3. I think I'm good on this guy. Might be good on you too, cause juniors, you gotta be a little bit more picky. Ooh, 6'9", small forward. For number 6, he got averages, he doesn't. I like what I'm seeing here though. I'm gonna add him. Then, do we want to add one sophomore? See if we can. Lay another point guard out of there. Gotta add him. Now let's go to the freshmen. Carolina doesn't have any freshmen. Let's add him. We can add 2 more. Let's add a big. Let's actually see where they rank in the grand scheme of things. I'm gonna go with these two bigs. Well, there's a couple guys here. I might scout them all and see who's worthy. Let's see who's worthy. So this guy, he's probably the most ready in terms of production. I think I'm gonna go with him based on that. He produced the best. Alright, let's scout the rest of these guys and see who will win. No, I already know it's not gonna be you 6'4" power forward. 6'5" center is crazy, man. Alright, we already got some A- rebounds, so it's gonna be one of these guys. Honestly, I kind of wish it could be both. I'm gonna go with him just because he's a little taller. Alright, that's that. When's this guy coming back for Duke? 4 days, so should be before the Ohio State game. Simulate forward. See what we can come up with here. Oh, we lost. Still dropped 25 though. Might as well simulate forward to the next week. Ignore and continue. Cause I'm gonna just reset on myself. What Carolina do? They got a win against Campbell. Dropped 128 point, 260 point halves. That's crazy. This guy did go off for 25. Wow, that's insane. He's averaging like 30 points. He's averaging 30 points. That's crazy. Alright, let's do this rotation. Hey, that's crazy. This guy redshirted. That's crazy. Oh, I need to change my guys back. Dang, I did not change my guys back. Alright. Might be why we lost. Alright. Yeah, I think that's what I want to go with. Do need to change my guys back to point guards. Again, so glad guys can't decommit on this game, because that would make problems for me after I made these guys promises of, oh, you'll be the only point guard here. That's essentially what I did by changing. This guy's better at shoot guard. I might leave him there. Yeah, let's leave him there. Alright, so we're going to simulate up to the 9th. We'll see what happens here. Really hoping that in the sim this year, we get a number 1 versus a number 2 Duke Carolina matchup. That would be pretty cool to see. Cool to see who would win too. I'm really interested to see who's going to be the better team between these two this year, because they're both really, really good teams. Both really good teams. So Duke, no more hiccups leading into Kansas here. If they can beat Kansas, we'll go into ACC play with 1 loss and actually lose to number 4 Kansas. Big time college basketball game there. But wish we played more games like that. You know, college sports needs the good teams to play the good teams more often. Alright, but it looks like Duke they're looking right. They're getting their chemistry together. 100 points here against Dayton. 100 to 51. That's crazy. Benson, 12-point game. And let's see what we did against Kansas. So we lost by 1 point at Kansas. Like, come on, that's not bad. Like, they didn't need to drop us down one rank for that. Like, come on, it's not bad. But blitzing through everybody else here, really. Benson with a 41-point game, new career high. Wow, 14 and 12 there for Bird. Benson's on a tear. He's got to be National Player of the Year candidate. Like, he's got to be. He's got to be. See what he's averaging. 23. He's averaging 24. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. He's got to be National Player of the Year. He's got to be. Because he's leading. Well, let's go to conference leaders. Saunders, a freshman, averaging 10 and 6. That's good. Let's go to the league leaders here. And out of the power conference guys, he is leading in scoring. Oh wow, there's another big shooting guard. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh man, that's crazy. So it'll be between them two. Okay, nice little race there. Nice little race. Another guard averaging a bunch of points in power conference. Now their guys averaging more rebounds and assists and steals, so we're probably not going to get National Player of the Year now. Tisk. Carolina ate no more losses, and they've been utterly dominant, as you can see. 18 and 1 going in ACC play. That's pretty crazy. Burlington with a 19 and 8 game. Pretty crazy. Dominated Georgetown, who's a pretty good team. They're definitely going to make the tournament. They're going to make the tournament. And guess who with a 35-5 game, 2-point win at Oklahoma. Oh, yeah. Oh wow. Oh, so they played that guard. He dropped 34 on them. So I'll be interested to see what Benson does. That'll be interesting. Carolina played a complete game there, then blitzed Miami. I think barring injury, we could get a 1-2 matchup here. Burlington, that's a game. 24 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 6 steals. And then it gets to again 33 and 8. And they play right here, so we're not going to get that 1 versus 2. A lot of teams would have to lose for Duke to move up to 2. But we are going to get a top 5 matchup, which is going to be awesome. All right, they thoroughly avoid the trap game there, beating NC State by like almost 60 points. Watt with 21 and 10. This team is good. Like, this Carolina team is good. They are good. They are really good. Let's see what these guys are averaging for Carolina here. Then guess who with 21 points? Why they got 6 guys averaging 10 points or more. A really good team. Burleson averaging 5 assists and 2 steals. See what they're averaging as a team. Oh wow, almost 100 points a game. That's insane. That is insane. All right, Duke did not pick up another loss. Blitz Virginia. And 3-point win on the road against Boston College. Should have been a wider margin of victory there, but looks like they left their foot off the gas some in the second half. Let's see what Benson can do here against Carolina. Hold on, let's look at what the team is averaging. So, all right, not as glorious as we'd hope, but we are playing pretty much through Benson. Bird's averaging 5 assists. Let's see what happens here. Can Duke get the win? They lose, and they lose mightily. Carolina has 83 points against them. Duke couldn't get anything going in the second half. Benson with a dud of a game. Whenever you're competing with a guy for Player of the Year and he plays against the number 1 team and you do too, and he had a good game. He dropped like 34. Yeah, he dropped 34, 7 and 6, 3 steals, 3 blocks. He did have 6 turnovers though. How many shots he take? 23. That's crazy. That is crazy. He took 23 shots, but still had 7 turnovers and 5 points. That's insane. That's insane. But Carolina did what they had to do there. So I don't think we get another matchup. So I think the RPI releases like first week of February here. So let's simulate up. See what the RPI looks like for Duke and Carolina. Carolina's just running through teams, man. They might not lose another game. They are really, really good. Now they got Maryland coming up here. There's something I want to show you guys with Maryland. You can see they're 4 and 15. Normally Maryland does really good in the simulations. They're 4 and 15 though, so their coach is definitely getting fired. Who is their coach? Let's go look at that. Wow, they are like Wake Forest bad. Like how bad Wake Forest normally is in this game, and they're doing kind of good. But Maryland's overall is an 83. So what happened here is with Duke and Carolina, they've been dominating the recruiting in the region so much that Maryland can't eat. So we pretty much suffocated them into being mid. Because they're going for the same guys we're going for, and they can't get them. So they're having to settle for, like, bad players, and it's just not working out for them. Carolina's just been dominant. Just utterly dominant. Utterly dominant. Duke picked up a bunch of losses, a string of losses here. Let's see if we can find any recurring themes. A lot of turnovers. A lot of turnovers. It's a lot, not as much, but a lot. So a lot of turnovers. Maybe we turn it down a little bit for Duke. Turn it down a little bit. Play defense a little tighter. Let's see where our teams rank in the RPI. Duke's not as good as we were hoping they would be going into last week. So they're 8 in the RPI. That's good. 2 and 6 in top 50 games. That's not good. 11 and 3 in road and neutral though. In Carolina, I know they're doing awesome. 6 and 1 against top 50. 11-1 road neutral. Number 3 RPI. They're probably going to get the overall number 1 seed. So let's follow Duke and see what they can do. They do got a game against Syracuse here. That's crazy. Late game against Syracuse, who's ranked number 4. Okay. So let's see what Duke can do here going to the ACC tournament. Let's see if they can recover any. Big time game against Miami at Miami. So they picked the ball up some. Wow, Maryland's bad. That coach is getting fired. That coach, ain't no way he not getting fired. Ain't no way. Let's go check real quick. Let's go check on how do you get there? Management. Around the league teams. There we go. Coaches. Oh, wow. Can you edit what other coaches do? Not. Well, no, you can't. I don't want to edit it, though. How long has this guy been the coach here? 1 year, I guess. Or do they not keep the stats for the other coaches? Oh, no, they keep them. I guess just for the time they're at that school. Or maybe they only keep 2 years worth of... Maybe they only keep 2 years worth of data if they've been there 2 years. Who's someone I know has been at their school for a long time? Is it you? No, it's not you. You've been there since we started. Yes, I only keep it 2 years for the... So this is his first year as a coach. So Maryland apparently has been doing bad. Apparently they've been buns. Alright, looks like Duke is recovering. Looks like they're doing what needs to be done. They got Clemson this Sunday at Clemson. They lose that one though. Still a top 17. We got an injury here, Carolina. At least it's Burton. Let's check up and see what we've been doing in this time. So blank Maryland. I don't think Benson's going to be player of the year. Might not be ACC player of the year, depending on what Carolina did. Because, and guess who? Well, looks like he's slowing down a little bit. Carolina's just been utterly dominant. Like, this is domination. This is utter domination. What's their offensive efficiency? Number 1 in the nation and country. Defense, number 1 in the conference. Number 5 in the nation. That's crazy. Top 5 defense and offense is crazy. Where's Duke at there? Number 12 offense, 58 defense. Sound about right. All right, they got a guy hurt. Let's edit these rotations. What's a guard? So I guess we'll give Clinton his minutes, which it ain't much to give. That ain't much to give. Alright, how long is he going to be out? 18 days, so this is 1, 2. He'll be back to start the tournament. He'll be back. Carolina, they might go undefeated in ACC play. They might go undefeated in ACC play. So they got Virginia Tech, not good. Wake Forest, not good. Wake Forest has a decent record, though. Florida State, alright. Georgia Tech, good. So, hey, this will be interesting. If they went out, they finish with 1 loss. Not only do they have 1 loss, but they're undefeated in ACC play. See how this goes. Watch them lose to Virginia Tech. He said, no way, cuz it's not happening. Our Virginia Tech team is decent, but they blank them. Teams cannot keep up with them. All right, the moment of truth, and they get it, undefeated in ACC play. 33 wins on the season. Let's go ahead and add their, didn't want you guys to see that. Let's go ahead and add their 30-win season here. So they're now sitting at 53. Oh, we can go ahead and add their regular season conference title too. They're sitting at 56. Score is now 56 to 60. I don't think we have anything to add for Duke yet, unless they really went on a tear. But I don't think it was possible for them to get 30 wins, and it wasn't. Did finish strong though. Did finish strong. Strong 2 seed. Strong 2 seed. I mean, they've got a resume. Alright, so let's see, where do our guys finish at? Oh wow, he dropped in production considerably. Carolina, kind of same deal. He might get ACC Player of the Year now, but he was more consistent than Benson, so the Carolina guy might get it. Where'd he go? He dropped down a lot too. He dropped down a lot. All right. So let's go to this bracket here. Carolina should make it, and Duke might make it. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Simulate this game. If Duke and Carolina can both make it. Carolina lost in the first round. Okay, so that was an upset. It was an upset. It's probably on me because I don't think I reset the lineup the way I needed to. Duke lost in the first round as well. That's crazy. So State, if they don't win this, they're not making a tournament. So let's see if they make it. Oh, ACC gets an extra team in. So see how many teams we get in the ACC, and then I'll reset lineups for the tournament. Carolina gets a 1 seed. They probably don't have number 1 overall now. They do. Wow, Pittsburgh, Notre Dame. That's a rough draw. That is a rough draw for round 2. But if they can get past that, then Sweet 16 will be a breeze. Man, I hope Pittsburgh wins that game. All right, let's do our rotation. So we honestly might can squeeze this down to 8. Squeeze this down to 8. What is our stamina looking like for the boys? Everybody's got good stamina. Oh wow, Cambridge is good. He's good. Him and Getsu is not gonna be fair next year. That's not gonna be fair. All right. Drop you down to 25. Push you up 22. Burton needs to play minutes. He's our only real guard off the bench. All right, I think this is it. We're gonna have some. This is gonna be good teams next year too. Carolina's got a lot of NBA players right here. A lot of NBA players on this team. That's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. All right, Duke, they're a 2 seed. And whose 2 seed are they? Who's their 1? UCLA. Is that a good UCLA team? It is. All right, let's look at Duke's rotations. All right, our best players have to play more. I'm putting you in starting. I might need you to do more in terms of scoring. I might. Do I? Let's up it a little bit, I think. Actually, let's do it like this. Auto-generate to 8. All right. Basically want Benson playing the whole game. We got 2 more minutes to give here. Give them to you. All right. I think I got them how I want them. See how this first weekend of the tournament goes. See, where's Duke's regional? Let's switch to Carolina. Duke's in Houston. Carolina's in Charlotte. Oh, cheat code. They got to get to the Sweet 16. Sweet 16 pretty much guarantees them a trip to the Elite 8. And they make it. So, absolutely blank Farley Dickinson. Would not be any Purdue level upset here. Gets to 27-9. Then they do the same to Purdue, and Purdue is a really good team. They were like a 97 overall, so be interesting. They'll probably win it all. They're that good. Then they get Xavier here. This is going to be an easy win for them. They're averaging almost 99 points a game, 46 from the field, 81 from free throw line, 38 from 3. Then there's Villanova, Oklahoma State here, so we'll see what happens there. Duke made it. Okay. So Duke, close game in the round of 32, but in the first round, 4 guys with 20 points. That's special. Now Tennessee, their point guard, who's really good. He's like an All-American. Yeah, he's averaging 25 and 5. That's crazy. That's insane. Is he coming back? Nah, he's a top pick. He was the number 1 player out of Wilmington. I was supposed to get him to go to Carolina, but hey, that's crazy. Too bad. He could have won a championship, could have won a chip, but he's a really good player. Really good. Benson had a good game against him, though. So now they get Mississippi State, which should be a win. Then they'll get the winner of Kentucky and UCLA. And those are both good teams, so we're not penciling Duke in just yet. Alright, so let's simulate to the second weekend of the tournament. Carolina wins this game, they get Villanova. And they did, and they beat Villanova. So they blanked Xavier, won by 30. This is a dominant tournament run. won by 50 in round 1, almost 40 in round 2, 30 in the Sweet 16, and then won by 25 in the Elite 8. Utterly dominant tournament run. And we'll see. So they get Illinois rematch of the 2005 national title game. And who does Duke won against Mississippi State, blanked them. Big time game by Benson. There's playing how he needs to play if they're going to win. And Duke gets UConn. See if Duke ends up going to the Final Four, and they do. The Duke Carolina, he dropped 40. The Duke Carolina national title game is hanging in the balance here. Duke with the rematch against Syracuse. They may lose this game. They lost it in the regular season. Hey, this is a good Final Four. This is a good one. If this is how it lined up in real life, it'd be really good. Like, rematch it is, and then Duke plays Syracuse the regular season. Rematches them in the Final Four. It'd be really good. All right, so let's see who makes it between Duke and Carolina. And Duke did not make it. They lost to Syracuse, so they lost the rematch. Benson went out sad in the Final Four. He's got a little bit of Bron to him. Got a little bit of LeBron. But he was a number 4 player. He wasn't number 1, so you do got to give him that. But he'll finish his career with 85 consistency. And I feel like, man, I really want to make him come back and play for that and be like our 6'9" point guard, but whatever. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. I'll let this Duke team start over fresh with all the new guys we're going to have in prominent roles anyway. Carolina, another 20-point win here. And it kind of was written. I think Carolina's going to take it against Syracuse. And they do. Dominant. Not one game was won by less than 25 points. Not one game. Not one game. Teams just could not keep up with them. Just could not. It's insane. That is insane. Let's go ahead and save it just in case we glitch out here. I do want to see if that Maryland coach got fired. He need to. Yeah, so Duke's got a lot of guys of prominent positions leaving. They did make a Final Four, though. Wow. Wait a minute. Duke is on a run here. This is 4 final. Hold on. Am I reflecting this in my thing? Oh, yeah, because this will be their 4th Final Four. So let's go ahead and add Duke's score up. I think Duke got 30. I think they did. Let's go back and check real quick. See if Duke got 30 wins. Nope, they didn't. They were right there at it. They'd have won one more game. Oh, well. So they're sitting at 70. Carolina, see where they're sitting at. So Carolina's sitting at 71. Duke is sitting at 70 on our leaderboard. It's a good competition. I wonder who's going to win it out. Carolina had a lot of guys get drafted too. A lot of NBA players on this team. And they're going to return a lot of talent. They almost won 40 games. I'd have had to give them points if they'd have got 40 wins. That'd have been crazy. So Maryland didn't fire their coach. Who fired their coach because they lost a lot of games? Cincinnati and Marquette. Yeah, that Marquette guy needed to get fired. Baylor, Iowa, Penn State for sure. Alright, so Duke again. We only care about the Riz, man. We only care about the charisma. That's fine. Carolina, we only really care about the teaching. Wish I could get guys with good teaching and offense. There's one here. keep the guy we got, though. Yeah, I'm going to keep the guy we got. Alright. Let's see what our guys do, because we got a lot of guys playing in the All-American game. So let's see, for Duke, this guy, he had a really good game. His team lost, but 12-7-4. He had a good game, not really good, because he shot bad from the field. Shot less than 30%. Carolina, this guy, he played really good. Wow, the whole starting lineup was Duke Carolina, ain't it? Now this guy had a really good game. Dropped 20. Wow, all but one starter was from Duke Carolina. That's crazy. Let's see, we got any more All-Americans? So you have one here. He didn't really play all that great. Now, I don't think we have any more All-Americans. We could have had one more here. I believe he signed to Oregon, so we'll see what he did. He had good game. Good game. All right. So we're going to simulate forward to the end before we check on the results. We're going to simulate forward just because, there were a lot of really good players here that I want to track and see what they do throughout the course of their career. So I want to see where exactly they committed. So we'll do the awards, and I'm going to check and see where they committed. And then we'll see what they end up doing in their career. Not advancing. Let's save it in case we glitch out. Alright, see what these awards looking like. Carolina, of course, champions. Man, this is garbage. Never mind, let me stop. He did that. Man, his team was not good. That's garbage. They were not good at all. Atlantic Sun, they were not good at all. They didn't even make the tournament. 16-4. That's garbage. That's garbage. Like, come on. Let's let that guy spam awards. We got Coach of the Year here. Let him win everything, because, I don't know, he did have a special year. Hey, nah, I'm hating. He averaged 28 points, 14 rebounds, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. I'm hating. He deserved to win everything. He's like the most decorated player ever. Freshman All-Conference, Conference Freshman of the Year. First team All-Conference 3 years in a row. Conference Player of the Year twice. Yeah, twice. First team All-American Big Man. Hey man, clean sweep, man. Clean sweep. It's Freshman of the Year. So did we have any Duke had an All-American finally? I didn't know Mississippi. Oh, so now I need to go back and check that Mississippi State box score again. I didn't know this guy was that good. I want to see what our guy did in that matchup. But Duke did get a second team All-American here. Well, as a freshman All-American, he's an 88 overall. That's crazy. Of course, Carolina Conference champions with Conference Coach of the Year. Benson won Conference Player of the Year. Saunders, our 88 overall freshman, was Freshman of the Year. Duke Carolina cleaned up. Well, Carolina really cleaned up first team. Benson had a good career. Yeah, he had a really good career. 5 years, though. Took him 5 years. And guess who's going to have a chance to be ACC Player of the Year next year? All right. And then Brazel made a ACC All-Freshman as well as Sanders. So before we get out of here, let's check and let's see where these guys are headed. So let's start. Let's go Southwest. And there was a guy on the Lakers and a guy on the Dodgers. Guy on the Lakers, yep, that's right here. He went to Utah State. And the guy on the Dodgers, where'd he go? Power forward. I think this is him. Went to Utah, okay. So They won't be far from each other. Maybe they'll play a few games against each other. Then who we got? Let's go Central and GS. I think that's who it was, and he was a small forward. Yeah, it was this guy. Yeah, it's this guy. He's at Houston. I want to see how good these guys are going to be coming out as freshmen and what they grow into. Then who we got? Let's go Midwest, South, Midwest. Cyclones and Flintstone. Cyclone. This is a shooting guard. Was it him? I don't think so. Had to be him. They had a crazy stat. It must have been 3 point. Yeah, it was this guy. Yeah, because he averaged that in the steals. So DePaul. Yeah, Flintstones. We have Flintstones. He was a center. Must have been this guy. Yeah. It was this guy. And it's crazy. He did better than the 3-star guy on his team. That's insane, man. Utterly insane. What's his potential? See, I got to see what he ended up being, man. All right, then we go to South. There's a small forward that played for Famous Boys. They didn't have a center, huh? Okay, this makes me kind of. Was it him? No. That's Fly Boys. Oh, it was this guy. I definitely want to follow. This guy's going to be good. This guy's going to be good. Then there's one more in the East. Prep United. He was a shooting guard. He's going to West Virginia. Okay. I got a wealth of guys here to follow up on, see what they do. Real quick, I do want to go check that game we had with Mississippi State. Yeah, Benson won that one. All right, cool. All right, guys, that's it. I'll catch you next time. Peace.